We're getting set for second half action inside the Civic Center where the defenders lead the Orange Walk Running Rebels by 12 points.
Yes, thus far as some of the other stats that were not brought up, 21 points off of turnovers scored by the defenders to just 12 by the Running Rebels. Both teams have turned it over at a high rate. Stats said 16 for the Rebels, but and 12 for the defenders, but they're not converting on the other end. So Rebels need to finish, get baskets inside the paint. They're not doing it at a high clip, and it's just a total good all-around effort by these defenders in all the main categories and in all those small stats as well.
What I would like to see Coach Gab do in here in the second half is to start Matthew Young alongside Brian White. They got killed off the offensive glass. Yes, they turned the ball over 17 times, but the defenders, they didn't convert at the other end of the court off the turnovers. What they killed the Orange Walk Running Rebels with was second chance opportunity, and so Brian White need a big body in there to help him defend the defensive rebounding. If they cannot do that in the second half, then the defenders will walk away with this victory, and so we'll have to wait and see if Coach Strigab will go to that player, Matthew Young, who can help Brian White to defend the defensive glass.
Yes, and as you mentioned, rightfully so, second chance points, 18 for the defender to just 2 for the Rebels. That is plus 16 for the defenders. It's these small things that the defenders are getting done that have them up in this ballgame.
Tyree Orozco, a non-factor in this first half for Orange Walk. We know that Tyree Orozco can play better basketball. He did not demonstrate that in the first half. Let's see if he will come out more hungry in the second half and help his team to try and pull off a road win, a much needed road win for them to convince themselves that, you know what, we belong.
Yes. For you to make the playoffs, you have to win road games. And with a team in the Benny's Belize Hurricanes that is trending up, trying to get one of those 4 playoff spots, they are going to have to win road games, and especially against championship contenders like the defenders.
The last play to end the first half, Nigel Jones, the pass came from Luther Page to Nigel Jones. Nigel Jones missed the shot, but who got the rebound? Luther Page with the putback, and so they will have to really and truly defend their defensive rebound here in the second half. Let's see if Orange Walk can come out and do that.
When you look at the stats in certain categories are very similar because the hustle is there by both teams. But the Rebels are not finishing. Can they finish in the second half? Here comes the defenders, up by 12. Try to extend. Largest lead of the night has been 13. Roger Reno, good defense there. Up top to Devin Daly. And another, nope. That second chance opportunity is denied. Euro, high, trying to get it high off the glass. Doesn't line that shot up or that layup good, but draws the foul and will be going to the line for 2 free throws.
And the foul will be called on Elvis Tablada. Tablada getting, well, it's not Elvis Tablada, but it is Michael Zol with his 3rd personal foul. Roger make 1 out of 2 from the free throw line.
Make that now 12 of 22. Luther Page, strong there, trying to draw the foul but doesn't get it. Isaiah Thomas, 18 big points in the first half. Juan Cooper bulldozes his way inside and cuts into the lead.
Very good defense by Luther Page, but better offense by Dajuan Cooper.
What a shot there. And Nigel Jones gets it to go. Big inside bucket, back-to-back points inside the paint by the Rebels.
Brian White bulldozing over Devin Daly that time, going to the glass, to the rim, off the glass for two, as we have Michael Zoll. Defended there by Roger Reynolds. Zoll from the free throw line. Luther Page as he goes back to Zoll. Zoll looking, using the pick from Luther Page. Zoll trying to get around Reno. The block by Roger Reno. Here comes Orange Walk with Tyree Orozco on the attack. The three ball from Isaiah Thomas. It's good. Isaiah Thomas with the money ball. And the Orange Walk Running Rebels coming out here to start the second half on a high note.
Just a 7-point lead for the defenders. Chippy, he tries to answer back, no good. Here come the Rebels. Here comes Roger Renault with the Euro. And the Rebels score again. What was once a 12-point lead is now a 5-point lead. But Matthew Smiling says play on.
The Rebels on a 7-0 run.
Nigel Jones. Orozco gets it in the paint. Posting. Does he get the toast? He gets the toast. And the lead is back up to 7 points.
Tough basket by Devin Daly.
Isaiah Thomas, the IT technician. Crossover. Isaiah Thomas. Tough shot inside. And the second chance opportunity is denied. Chippy gets it out of bounds, but off one of the feet of the Rebels.
Very good basketball that time by Gregory Rodon, falling out of bounds. Flipped the ball off the Orange Walk Running Rebels player.
Nigel Jones. Ooh, and Zola
Not a
is
good
down.
sign.
Wow.
Not a good sign. Elvis Tablada on the floor for the defenders.
I was wondering what got Tablada in the ballgame so early. Now we know, as the defenders answer right back. Lead is back up to 9. Tyree Orozco. Tyree Orozco. Try to split the defense. Can be called for steps. Was good smothering defense by, and finally it's a turnover.
A traveling violation called on Roger Reno.
Nigel Jones can extend the lead to double digits once again, slowing down this Rebels charge. And the fadeaway jump shot is no good. Here come the Rebels. Isaiah Thomas trying to speed it up. Good trap defense there by the defenders. What a dangerous bounce ball. Somehow Orozco gets it to go with the assist to Brian White. He's fired up. Brian White will go to the line to complete the 3-point play.
Orozco with the ability to make those kind of passes that time. He thread the needle to Brian White, who went up strong against Nigel Jones, kiss it off the glass, get it to go, was fouled at the free throw line. Free throw is up, and it's no good.
These free throws just continue to kill the Rebels, now 12 of 23. Concerned look there by Coach Troy Gall. Nigel Jones defended there by Tyree Orozco. Nigel Jones off the foot, almost a backcourt, good save there by Tablada.
9 to shoot.
Daly Show for 3. Boom! Huge cut shot there by Devin Daly.
And you see Devin Daly playing a box on 1 on Isaiah Thomas.
Roger Reno. Can the Rebels answer? Brian White. The bulldozer continues. Second chance opportunity. Can Roger Reno convert? No. Third chance opportunity. Brian White answers. And it's now an 8-point lead.
And it's now the Orange Walk Running Rebels going strong to the offensive glass. That time Brian White, Chippy Rodon was no match for Brian White, who came away with the rebound and the score.
Here comes the switch. Daly. Daly blows past White. Somehow doesn't get it to go off the foot. I think the referee missed that one. I think it was off the leg of the Rebels. Good call to change it. Ball back to the defenders.
What an exciting start to the second half here Orange Walk coming out very poised. See Tiger Russell getting into it. Brian White continue to do what he does, going to the offensive glass. Isaiah Thomas playing very good offensively.
Daly gets it to Chippy Rodon. No good. And right out the outstretched arms of Daly for another second chance opportunity. Brian White trying to go coast to coast. Brian White, he will not. Well,
And a foul
The rim
call
denied
on
him.
Luther Page. But that was after Brian White had 2 offensive rebounds.
just huge.
And we take a look at it once again. Brian White is his first offensive rebound. Brian White going up strong, no good. Brian White and Luther Page reaching in. Brian White at the free throw line. First free throw is up, and it's good. The NEBL on TNC is brought to you by Gentrack. Brian White with 1 more free throw to go. Farron Laureano will be checking into the ball game for the defenders. It is up, and it's no good.
Struggles continue, but they were 1 of 2 on that sequence. Daly for 3. No good. Not a good shot there by Devin Daly, rushing the offense. Here come the Rebels. Isaiah Thomas, the IT technician, gets another one to go. 20 points for Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas that time using the pick, pulling up at the free throw line extended and nailing the jump shot.
Tough screen there. And that is how you set screen, ladies and gentlemen. Daly, if he could have just gotten the pass and not pick and roll sequence there, he would have had an easy deuce for DSP, but he didn't pass the ball, getting caught up in that trap.
Luther Page getting a breather. Orange Walk and Rebels picking up their first team foul as the defenders with a 4-point lead, 64-60, with 4:27 to go. We have a defender's timeout.
Come dry up, man.
Yeah, but
Dodge.
As we are back from the timeout, we just got a glimpse of Michael Zoe being taken care of. But Orange Walk Running Rebels right back into this ball game here. A strong third quarter so far for the Rebels, trailing by 4. Isaiah Thomas with 21 points to go along with 6 rebounds and 3 assists for the Rebels.
So the Rebels, we want to know what kind, what a good baseline move there in the paint by Nigel Jones. But the Rebels are answering the bell, but still find themselves down by 7 points. Isaiah Thomas, what a crossover! Couldn't get the finish. Good steal there, but right in the hands of Roger Renault. Isaiah Thomas, now defended there by Nigel Jones. Nigel Jones trying to slow down the IT technician. He does. Good help defense there by the defenders. Bodies on the floor.
And let's hope Devin Daly is all right as he's getting up on his own strength, so that's very good to see.
These players want this. This is a high stakes matchup. A team that both these teams have championship aspirations, but first and foremost, the Rebels need to prove that they can get to the playoffs. And to do that, you gotta win a road game. And what better team to do it against than this team? And they're answering the bell, but still find themselves down by 7.
Isaiah Thomas off the inbound. Devin Daly playing very good defense here in the second half.
What a tough shot there, but a putback but somehow the ball doesn't get to go, but it's a foul.
No, it's a 24-second shot clock violation. But a very good out-of-bound play there by the Orange Walk Running Rebels. Just couldn't convert.
Tablada. Chippy Rodon. Turnover. Somehow Daly gets it back. 5 seconds. But it's a... Oh!
Should have been.
Somehow the shot clock reset. Woo! Oh, the denial by the rim.
When you're trying to get yourself back in a ball game, that is what you don't want to see. Isaiah Thomas had a wide open layup, but chose to go for the dunk. Got blocked by the rim.
Roscoe. Yeah, and the Rebels just
The triple team.
they just can't get a basket.
No time to showboat Isaiah Thomas.
I always feel like, trying to get the points any means necessary, but the rim is just unforgiving at this point. They can't buy a basket as they're trying to cut into this 7-point deficit. Thomas for three. Boom! The rainbow shot from the IT technician.
And he is feeling it from behind the arch tonight. That is his fourth 3-ball in the ball game.
Screen from Farrell Mariano. Spin move. Beautiful tough shot there from Wakanda's finest, Nigel Jones. Isaiah Thomas, you know he wants to answer. He gets it to his teammate, Roger Reno. Inside to Juan Cooper, and Jones is shaking up.
Brian White losing the rebound.
These defenders.
To Elvis
Just
Lablada.
a pack of lions, smothering the elephants. Jones for three. No good. Big offensive rebound. Farlariano unable to get the putback.
Look at the defense. Look at the defense, but the foul will be called on Gregory Rodon, the fearless one, as he was calling for the traveling violation against Roger Reno.
This is Lockdown City versus Sugar City. Who wants it more? As Vasquez getting ready to check into the ball game for the first time.
Andrew Vasquez. Brian White getting a breather.
Here come the Rebels. Isaiah Thomas. Jab step. Ooh, crossover. Oh! Shake and bake, baby. What a move there by Isaiah Thomas. Luther Page, can DSP answer? What trying to get that fade away, but right into the help defense of Roger Reno. 3-point game. Defenders narrowly up on the Rebels.
26 points in the ball game so far for Isaiah Thomas.
Spins right into the help, but the foul will be called on Roger Reno, and rightfully so.
Isaiah Thomas, as the first free throw from Luther Page is up, and it's good.
The fans are beginning to get nervous in the Belize City Center.
The NEBL on TNC is brought to you by Universal Hardware.
As you see, Lex Ordonis, Team Rebels, sitting down with Dwayne Usher, the dentist, Defenders fan in the stands.
Luther Page making both free throws.
Here comes Isaiah Thomas. He's feeling it. What a pass. Cooper. Woo, what a pass. Baseline to Vasquez. He can't get it to go. Here comes Nigel Jones. Can he answer? Block shot for Wakanda's finest, goes to the line for 2 free throws.
Vasquez wide open under the basket, but just couldn't complete off a beautiful feed from Isaiah Thomas. And we see Luther Page now taking it, that's Nigel Jones taking it strong to the hole for the defenders. Draws a foul at the free throw line, shooting free throws. Nigel Jones, a 59.5% free throw shooter here in the 2020 NEBL season.
Let's see if his woes continues. Yes, it does. 0 for 1 on this sequence. As you said, the defenders' fans are nervous, but the defenders find themselves back up by 5. No good, right into the hands of Vasquez. Vasquez, here comes Vasquez, speeding it up. Speeding on Vasquez. He gets it to go. 3-point game.
Vasquez redeeming himself, taking the ball coast to coast with the layup.
Nigel Jones gets it to the Daily Show. Defended there by Tyree Orozco. Screen from Farron Laureano. Good pick and roll defense by Vasquez, but somehow gets it to the cutting Nigel Jones.
Had a foul call on Tyree Orozco, and he's not in agreement with the call. But he caught the elbow of Devin Daly, so Daly will be at the free throw line shooting 2 free throws.
So the shot is no good, but the Rebels are in the penalty.
They're not in the penalty as yet. Orange walk with 3 team fouls, the defenders with 4 team fouls. Devin Daly. First free throw is no good. He was in the act of shooting when Tyree Orozco made the contact. As we take a look at this once again on the replay. Clearly Tyree Orozco getting the elbow of Devin Daly. With 1 more free throw to go, it is up and it's good.
Lead is 4, 71-67 inside 1 minute of the third period. Isaiah Thomas. What a game the IT technician is having. Isaiah Thomas goes baseline. These dangerous passes. Speeding on Vasquez. Missing there. And he's missing some point-blank shots. I'm not sure if it's the nerves of this young man setting in right now.
And the physicality of the 2020 NEBL season is much higher than the 2019 NEBL season. It's a very physical season, but it's a clean, physical season.
This is not the Firms League, ladies and gentlemen. Vasquez, definitely known for his offensive prowess in the Firms League, struggling thus far in the 2020 NEBL season.
Now he is going up against a seasoned veteran, a strong player in the like of Farron Laureano, and there's no way Vasquez can stop Farron Laureano when he's that close to the basket. Didn't make the shot, but he's at the free throw line shooting free throws.
Free throws. I believe the defenders have missed 4 of their last 5 free throws.
57.1% free throw shooting for Farron Laureano. Second one is up and it's no good.
Yes, and that is definitely one of the weaknesses of Farron Laureano throughout his career. Could easily have about at least 2,500 points if he were to convert at a higher rate. Roger Reno.
And it's ready for the last shot, the Rebels.
Here comes the IT technician. He wants a 3. He takes it baseline. Rebels can settle. DSP, no good.
And the third quarter has come to an end. Defenders lead by 4 over the Orange Walk Running Rebels. We'll be back.